What's up, everybody? It's JT Sports and back to you guys with another video. In this video, I'm going to be trying to answer the question or give you guys some information. So at the end of the video, you can go down in the comment section and decide for yourself. This is up for your interpretation. I'm not going to say is he or is he not. I'm going to let you guys decide that. Should the Dallas Cowboys pay Dak Prescott $30 million a year? Now, before I begin, make sure to like the video and subscribe because you're not going to find any more in-depth breakdown and analysis on this situation than from anybody on YouTube. No other YouTuber is going to have these nice stats, these nice graphics, in-depth analysis. So make sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I also upload NFL videos, NFL news videos daily. And also make sure to hit the bell icon so you never miss an upload and get notified every time I upload a new video. So as the time I'm recording this, it has came out a couple of hours ago that the Dallas Cowboys are more closer to getting a long-term deal done with Dak Prescott than they are with Amari Cooper, which Amari Cooper has surprisingly caught them by surprise with his demands. So his demands were not what the Dallas Cowboys were expecting. So they're still in the works with him. And also they have to secure Ezekiel Elliott long term. I don't care what anybody says about running backs not having a long lifespan or whatever. Ezekiel Elliott is an elite back. He's going to be an elite back for another 6 years or so. So make sure to get him locked up as well. I don't want to hear that crap about running backs don't last long, this and that. Ezekiel Elliott has been fully healthy for the last couple of seasons. He's been one of the best running backs in the NFL, so I don't want to hear that crap. You get Ezekiel Elliott secured long term, and we saw what the Dallas Cowboys were when Ezekiel Elliott wasn't in the lineup when he got suspended for that certain amount of games by Roger Goodell for what was going on with that sexual incident or off the field issue that he had going on. And the Dallas Cowboys were like a completely different team without Ezekiel Elliott. So they need to get that taken care of. And now let's get into it. So when we look at the stats, man, I have all of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, the top five highest paid quarterbacks. So if Dak Prescott's going to get $30 million, right? If I'm general manager Jerry Jones, I want to see how Dak Prescott compares to all the other quarterbacks who are getting this kind of money, right? So we already know Dak Prescott, he's only been in the league for about 3 years now, going on to season 4. So it would be unfair to compare all these guys career averages to his since they have more stats. So to be fair, I did the last 3 seasons, which has been the last 3 seasons that Dak Prescott has played since 2016. I did the math, calculated the stats, and these are the stats for every quarterback on this list for the last 3 seasons. Now we have Russell Wilson, who signed an extension with Seattle a few weeks ago. He's the highest paid player in the NFL, $35 million annually. You got Aaron Rodgers making $33.5 million. You got Matt Ryan making $30 million. You got overrated Kirk Cousins making $28 million a year, and you got Jimmy Garoppolo who is making $27.5 million a year. And then we don't know how much Dak Prescott is going to be making. Will he be getting paid $30 million? That's going to be the discussion. So these are the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL. Whatever contract gets worked out, Dak Prescott is going to be in this. He's going to be on this list. So might as well see how he stacks up against all the other highest paid at his position. And as a general manager, if I'm Jerry Jones, I'm looking at this, right? And I'm trying to see how Dak Prescott ranks amongst all the other highest paid quarterbacks because I'm giving this guy all this money. So I want to see how much better is he from all these other guys or how does he compare, right? So he has 10,876 passing yards over 3 years, 67 touchdowns, 25 interceptions, completing 66.1% of his passes with a 68.9 quarterback rating, and also with a 32-16 record. Now, when we look at the passing yards, Dak Prescott is near last on this list. Basically, he's fourth. Slightly, well, very ahead of Jimmy Garoppolo, who didn't really start. He only started a couple of games for the New England Patriots, got traded to the 49ers. Then he didn't start immediately right away from them. He sat out a few weeks, then got injured, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know how that went. So he doesn't really have the highest stats. Then we had Kirk Cousins. Um, we look at his stats. 13,000 passing yards, 82 touchdowns, 35 interceptions, completing 67.1% of his passes, abysmal 60.3 quarterback rating, which is the lowest on this list. and a 500 record when it comes to his win-loss percentage. Then we look at Russell Wilson. Completing 63.8% of his passes, 69 passes, touchdowns, 29 interceptions, 11,000 passing yards. I mean, this guy does it all for Seattle. I don't have his rushing stats on there, so really he deserves to get paid. We got Aaron Rodgers, who is the best quarterback in football. 10,545 passing yards, 81 touchdowns, 15 interceptions. Completed 64% of his passes. 65 quarterback rating, which is pretty good. And a 20-18 win loss record, which isn't all his fault because he's never ever been able to have a good defense. Then we have Kirk Cousins, already touched on him. Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan has very good stats: 23 touchdowns to 93 touchdowns, to 26 interceptions. Then he also has 13,963 passing yards, completing 68% of his passes, 72.7 QBR rating, which is the best on this list. So Dak Prescott, man, he stacks up pretty well. So he's about, let's see, it's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 quarterbacks on this list. Dak Prescott ranks 5th in passing yards amongst the quarterbacks on this list. Amongst the top 5 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Dak Prescott is above Jimmy Garoppolo, right? Then when it comes to touchdowns, Dak Prescott is, let's see, Aaron Rodgers is number 2 behind Matt Ryan. Well, actually number 3 behind Kirk Cousins. Then you have Russell Wilson. So he's 4th in this department, 4 out of 6. And then we have the interception ratio, which is one of the lowest. He's second in that department. He takes care of the ball. We're not really going to count Jimmy Garoppolo because I think that's kind of unfair because he hasn't really played that many games. And then when we look at completion percentage, man, he's up there as well. So Dak Prescott, man, he's holding his own. He's holding his own, has the second highest quarterback rating on this list. And if you have a pretty good quarterback rating, I think that says a lot. I don't care what people say about his arm strengths and this and that. Isn't really that accurate. I mean, the stats could lie to some people, but he's holding his own. These are the highest paid players at the quarterback position. These guys are supposed to be the best of the best, which is why they're getting paid so much money. And Dak Prescott is holding his own, man. So, what do you guys think? Should the Dallas Cowboys pay Dak Prescott $30 million a year? Is he worth it? I told you guys I was going to give you guys my opinion on this. I'm going to let you guys interpret what you guys think from the stats that I have shown you and the stuff that I have said. And you guys, let me know what you guys think. I want to hear you guys' opinion on this matter. Should the Dallas Cowboys pay Dak Prescott $30 million a year? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Also, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more NFL videos and content. And thanks for watching.